Hello, welcome back to Steve's Corner. What in the world have I been up to? My patent answer is nothing, because it's rare I do anything worth a darn. Mostly just piddle around. It's a little windy out here. But we'll give you a little shot here and walk around front and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Well, we'll walk around this side here. Well, heck, you can probably see right here. See how tall them blocks are? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you get down on this end of my house here, and I barely got one showing in certain areas. Like down yonder and over here, got 3 there. I think there's like 2 or 3 around here. Yeah. It took me what 2 days, I think. Just it wasn't really busting my rear. I got nothing else to do. But yeah, I got 2 in the front there. But we recently had siding put on the house. I don't know if I said anything about it on here. And so I painted all that on my block all the way around. I got some white that I wanted to come back over my porch railings. I ain't painted them in a couple of years. Well, since I put them up. But I got that white for the back deck. You can see how tall it is here. It's like 6 blocks here on the side. Man, it's 5. Wife got a fancy idea. She wants to paint these black. Makes it make it pop, she says. But I got that white paint to do the railings here. I want to do the rails in white, and I want to do the front board here in white. But I want to do all the top boards here and on the deck there in a stain. I saw that in the picture. I like the way it looks. So these are the 2 we're looking at. This one here is called Coffee, and this one here is called Padre Brown. That was a piece of wood they had, the scrap wood they had building the deck, and I just pulled it out, and but this in here ain't been out in the sunlight. That there has. You can see the differences in the colors. Then flip it over to this side. This in here's been weathered for a couple of months. Well, I think we did that in June or July, something like that. I think it was July. It might have been, yeah, I think it was July. And let the baby take her pick. I think she's gonna go with a darker one. But I tell you, this has been a very unusual year for me. I've been busy the whole year and ain't really done a darn thing. I got a little lady, a friend of mine. She's an older lady. She lives over yonder through the woods over yonder. She probably lives about 2 miles through the woods over there, turning in and out the neighborhoods and things. And I used to go over and see her on Sunday, which, by the way, today is Sunday, and Sunday afternoon, I'm getting ready to run over yonder, check on her. You know, one across town, I always check on Saturdays, but she happened to be out of town. Supposed to come back this afternoon. But she's had a tough time. She's one that I had mentioned on here that was just a sweet soul. I mean, she's a good lady. She really is. Good demeanor. And she's just, you know, salt of the earth. She's a sweet lady. Really is. And but she's had a past rough 4 or 5 years. See, her brother died, her younger brother, the only brother she had. She got a couple stepsisters. Then her daughter died, only child she had. Her stepmom died. And then, I guess we're pushing 2 months now, her husband died. And she's had a rough way to go the past few years. But she's come through like a trooper. I mean, she's really held up strong. And so this, since her husband died, I've been going over there once or twice during the week just to check on her. And she doesn't have anybody, and I kind of want to be around. And you know, I went with her down to the funeral home and over to the graveyard, kind of help her out. I know from Mama when Daddy died that them first few weeks, a month or two after your spouse dies, you Mom said she was just in a daze. She don't remember nothing about it. If it weren't for me and my sister, I mean, she wouldn't have been able to do any of that stuff. I just kind of wanted to be there with her and make sure she don't make any rash decisions or bad choices under duress, you know. And if she needs anything, hey, I'm right around the corner here. I can step over yonder and give her a hand with anything. You know, when you retire, they always tell you to find a purpose in life, and I can't see a better purpose in life than helping your friend or neighbor. You know, we're all in this world together. The more help we can give to each other, I think the better the world will be. Instead of fighting and arguing over every little bitty thing. So I guess I spend a lot of time doing that. But so I'm gonna run over yonder and do that. I got my collards in finally. These are them heading collards, and those over yonder I got late. Those were the regular collards. Bonnie's Best or some bull like that. They ain't the Georgia collards we usually get, but that was the closest they had at the time I picked them up. Oh, and I built this here. A lumber rack. I just started it to see if it would work. It's just boards I had. I didn't cut anything, or it was just extra junk boards I had. Scrap wood. It's a scrap wood holder made with scrap wood. Some of them are rotten. You see how old this one is. And it ain't tied to nothing but the tree. But I want to put another board here, or even here on the outside of the tree. And I got these here old wooden deck boards I got here. Some of them are warped. Those will fit perfect on the back of this, so I can tie them both together. So I don't know whether I'll get to that or not. But I run out of room for junk wood in my shed there. I got a pile of it. And I want to put that on, what do you call it out here? A chin-up bar. I do calisthenics, a lot of body weight exercises, push-ups, sit-ups, planks, junk like that, just for my health. And it beats having to pay for a daggone gym, which I did join this year, but I think once it closes out, I don't think I'll join it again. I joined it for another reason. Well, I was taking Mama last year into town there a couple times a week, and I figured while she was in there getting treatments, I'd step over and get to do my exercises. Well, she died at first right after Christmas, so I never got a chance really to use it like that. So, but I want to put one of them up right about there where that pile of wood is. And I'll put a couple of dip bars right beside it. That's my plan anyways. But heck, I don't know. I got a couple 2x6 10-foot ones I plan on using for that. So we'll see. But see the dip bar and seeing my little lady. I think that was it. It's just junk, passing time. It's stuff I enjoy to do. And like I said, that following your passion in retirement. I guess maybe some people got one, but I don't. And I really enjoy being with her. When she, most of the time I go over there and we don't do a darn thing. I just sit there and be with her and talk to her, you know. Older people really value time with people more than value anything else, really. It's lonely being in daggone as you get older. Your friends dying off, family dying off. It's part of life. Naturally, get to your your friend group, social group gets smaller and smaller. And I found it that way anyways with the people I know. But, oh, one thing I did do here a couple of weeks ago. When I went over to visitors on a Sunday afternoon, they have a shop light, them fluorescent long bulbs, about that round, about 3 foot long, 2 foot long, or whatever. And she's got one over her door inside of her closet. Well, hers burned out, and she couldn't pull it out because you have to push it up in there and twist that sucker a little bit, you know, lock it in. So I took it out to look at it, and yeah, sure enough, it burned out. Because I was worried it was that ballast in there. Sometimes the ballast will go bad. And I said, we'll just take this one with us, run down to the big box hardware store down the road down there, and we'll get you another one. We'll take this one with us and dispose of it there, and we'll be able to get exact type. And we went down there and we got it. On the way back, she says, you can't believe how happy I am. She says, I've missed that for over a week. I told her she should have called. Well, I know I can wait until you get here. I said, well, should have called. We'd have run and gotten it. Could have fixed it a long time ago, but she's just like a kid at Christmas, how tickled it is. It's the simple things that really matter in life, boss. And it's a darn shame people miss that. Don't realize it till they get older. You know, the sunset, the quietness of a snowfall. You know, just a beautiful fall day like today. But anyways, I hadn't been able to get on my daggone tours like I did last year. Been too busy handling Mama's estate. Then I injured my back earlier this summer. That took me down for a month or better. Pulling my sock off. It's heck to get old. Better than the alternative is what I always heard. And then I got, then we had the house being tore down for a month or so. I had the bathtub replaced, and then the siding and gutters and that deck built. And then we had then her husband died on us. It wasn't, can't say it was such a surprise as it was a shock the way it happened. He'd been in hospice for about a year now. He's been pretty much immobile for probably for a year or so. He wasn't in hospice for any major reasons, just the doc said they really couldn't do no more for him. He had heart problems and he couldn't see. He had wet AMD, I think is what they call it. And his living room was probably 15-20 foot long, and he used to have to have binoculars to see the TV. And he had a huge TV. And probably 100 inches, 900 inches or some bull. I mean, it was big. So I've been helping her get rid of his clothes, and he had a gun collection I helped her get rid of. Wanted to make sure she got a good deal on it, you know. And got rid of one of his lawnmowers. So we've been hauling some stuff to the dump, and we've been hauling some stuff to the Goodwill. So, but things are getting straight now with her, so. But I'll probably carry on right on through the holidays, because being alone during the holidays ain't no way to be. So. But anyways, man, I'll see if I can get back on a regular schedule putting out videos. I've really fallen down on that this year. Just ain't had a chance. I had other things that I thought were more pressing. You know what I mean? And I really missed going to them daggone parks, because they're all over the place. I just hit a handful last year. There's a handful more I wanted to get to. So we'll see what happens. But hey, man, y'all take care of yourselves. I'll talk with y'all later.